guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I do CNC programming tutorial videos, especially for home ec and wiki CNC machines using Fusion 360. Okay, so I have this cabinet model here. I didn't model this in Fusion 360. This was modeled in Inventor by somebody else. I just uploaded the file into Fusion 360 and I started modifying the cabinet a little bit and programming it for pattern rail CNC machine, which is the one that I program at work. Okay, this video is going to be for pattern rail CNC machine programming. I'm going to make a second video for nesting base CNC machine. Okay, so I'm not leaving you guys out. Okay, the nesting base CNC guys, you're not being left out. Okay, so let's go to manufacture. I'm going to show you the parts that I programmed. So I have a sub top, okay, which has 5mm through holes, and one of the side panels or one of the partition panels, it has 5mm through holes as well. It has two holes right here for the cams. So this is cam connectors. Okay. I have one support panel. I think this is the bottom one, and this is the top one. Okay, so I got 4 programs. Okay, let's go to sign, and we're gonna start from scratch. So I'm gonna go to show data panel up here. Okay, and this is the model that I uploaded into Fusion 360. Okay, it came in like this, and this is the orientation. All right, so how do I know this is an Inventor file? So I'm gonna show you that right now. So where it says V1, there's an arrow next to it. I'm gonna click on that, and it's gonna drop it down to reveal the information. So to the history, and where it says, see where it says IPT, this is an Inventor file. Okay, you can also check on uses. It says this item does not reference any other design, so used in, there's nothing here. There has no drawings. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to history. Okay, so this was imported from closet IPT. It was the folder. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this model into design workspace. So I'm gonna double left click on it. I'm gonna hide the data panel. And before I start orienting the model and changing bodies, turning bodies into components and programming, I'm gonna go up here where it says closet. I'm gonna right click and go down to where it says capture design history. So this is really important. This is the first thing you're gonna have to do when you upload a model from a different CAD package. Okay. So I'm gonna select capture design history. Okay. Now I have the timeline right here. Okay. Next, I'm gonna rotate the model. So I'm gonna Windows select the model. I'm gonna right click and select move copy. Okay. And I'm gonna grab this wheel right here. Hold down left mouse click. Just drag it down, or I can type 90. Okay. And this is the orientation that I want. Okay. If you can leave it the way it is. It doesn't really matter. Okay. But this is how I want it. All right. I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna click on the home icon. Okay. So I'm gonna click on the front view. That's the front view of the cabinet. Right view, top view, and bottom view. See it? Okay. Now click on the home icon. Okay, so next I'm gonna turn the bodies into components. So I'm gonna select bodies, right click. You see the history is being captured right here in the timeline. You see it? So I'm gonna create components from bodies, and you see right here, see that? So that's the body to component icon. Okay, so I got all the components, and there's one component that I don't want, which is just like this transparent box right here. And I'm gonna hover my mouse over component one, and that's the one. I just turn it off, or I can just remove it. Right click, remove. And you're gonna have this remove icon right here in the timeline. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna name the components. So the um, first one's gonna be it seems like a sub top. Yeah, let me right there. So let me zoom in. Let me turn that off. Yeah. So that's the top that's gonna be machine. Okay, that's the one that has the 5mm through holes. So I'm gonna name this. Let's say top one. All right. Okay. That's top one. Next component is gonna be the left side. So I'm gonna type left side. Next one is gonna be a partition. So I'm gonna name this left middle partition. And the next one is gonna be a right middle partition. Hit enter. Next one is gonna be right side. Okay. Hit enter. Next one is gonna be this piece right up here. So I'm gonna name this uh top left support. Okay. Next one is gonna be top middle support. Okay. Hit enter. Next one is gonna be top left support. Hit enter. And next component, zoom out, and this bottom support right here. So I'm gonna name this bottom, oops, bottom left support. Okay. Next component is gonna be bottom middle support. Hit enter. Next one is gonna be right, oops, bottom right support. Hit enter. And got the last two components. I got this top right there, so I'm gonna name this top two. Hit enter. And this component is this panel right here going across. And let's name this front fascia. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so I just named all the components. All right, and the next thing I'm gonna do is go to manufacture workspace, and I'm gonna create manufacturing workspace, manufacturing model. So I'm gonna go up here, create manufacturing model. Okay, it's this guy right there. I have this selected, so I'm gonna right click, edit manufacturing model. Okay, and I'm gonna lay this part. I'm gonna lay this part flat for programming. So I'm gonna use the range command right here. See this icon. If you don't have up here in your toolbar, you can click on modify, go all the way down, and you can click on the three dots right here, and you can just check where it says pin to toolbar. Okay, and our range icon is gonna be up there now. Okay, so I'm gonna select arrange, and I'm gonna Windows select. Okay, the model, and face up. Yeah, just leave it like that. Under envelopes, I'm gonna select the plane or the sketch. I don't have any sketch, or I don't have nor I have a plane. Okay. So where it says origin, I'm gonna turn this on. Okay, that's turned on. So I'm gonna zoom out. I'm gonna select this bottom plane. I'm gonna turn off the origin. Okay, I got that plane selected. See that? And under length, I'm gonna type 96. It's 8 feet. Okay, 96 inches. 48. 48 inches. 4 feet. And okay, I see all the parts laying flat. Well, most of the parts, not these two guys here. Okay, but that's fine. I only need one of these components. Okay, to make 4 parts, 2 side panels, and 2 partitions. Okay, so this is fine with me. Where it says object spacing, I'm gonna type just 1 inch. Okay, it's getting updating. All right. I'm gonna click OK. Okay, there you go. All right. I'm gonna before I click on finish edit, I'm gonna change the appearance. Let's make this white because as you saw in the beginning of the video, all the parts were white melamine. So I don't know if I can do it here. In this uh, in this manufacturer workspace, let me window select everything here. I'm gonna right click and oh yeah, I have it. So you see appearance, and I'm gonna go down to it's gonna be paint, glossy, all the way down to the white paint. I'm just gonna drag it and drop it onto the model. Now every single part is gonna be white. So I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna finish edit, and there you have it. Um, so all the parts are white in manufacturer workspace. What about design workspace? Let's go to design workspace. They're not white, so I'm gonna window select the model, right click, and I'm gonna go to appearance, and I'm gonna select the white paint. Okay, it's under paint, glossy. Okay, let's drag it and drop it onto the model right there. There you have it. Okay, now every single part is white in design workspace. So let's go to manufacturer, and I'm gonna start programming the parts that are gonna be machined on the CNC. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this is for pattern rail. I'm gonna make a second video for nesting based CNC machine. Okay, guys. So all you guys that are programming nesting based CNC machines are not gonna be left out. Okay. I'm gonna create my first setup. But let me hide some components. So right here, where it says manufacturing model. Okay. Click on that arrow, drop it down. Click on this arrow, drop it down, and I'm gonna hide this top, actually top 2 component right there, and the right side. I don't need that guy. Uh, the left middle partition. I don't need that guy. And what else? I don't need. I don't need. I don't need the left side. I don't need this guy. I don't need the front fascia. Um, I don't need the top middle support. Uh, that as well. Okay, so and I'm gonna hide this bottom middle support and this guy right there. Okay, so I'm gonna have 4 programs to make all the parts. Okay, that are gonna be machined. Um, I'm gonna create a new setup. So I'm gonna click on this arrow. Okay, this guy right there. Okay, I'm gonna create a new setup. So I'm gonna go up here where it says setup, and I'm gonna start I'm gonna start with the top panel. See how Fusion selected all the models. See that huge box. So under model, right here, click on that, and I'm gonna select this model. Okay, and under stock tab, I'm not adding any material. Under post process, I'm gonna name this top underscore one. Okay, and where it says program comment, I'm gonna type 5 millimeter through holes. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. That's my first setup, and I'm gonna name this setup top one. Okay, and this is just gonna be a drilling. Okay, I'm gonna put it on top view. These are through holes. See that? Okay, so I'm gonna create a drilling operation from a template. Okay, I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna select create from template. I'm gonna select the template, and I'm gonna go to drilling template, folder, and I'm gonna select the 5 millimeter V point bit template. Okay. If you don't have any templates created, I'm gonna cancel that, and I'm gonna go to drill up here. Okay. And I'm gonna select the tool. I'm gonna go to my tool library. Go to the wiki CNC drilling. And I'm gonna select the 5 millimeter V point bit, which is this guy right here. Select that guy, and I got the spindle speed set up and the plunge feed rate set up as well. 5,000 RPM, 4 meters per minute. And under geometry, I'm gonna select this face. Okay, zoom out. See where it says whole faces. Selecting that face, and under selection mode, I'm gonna click on that. I'm gonna select diameter range. Now it's gonna select all the rest of the holes. Okay, automatically. That's great. Okay, and under heights, where it says bottom height, I'm gonna check where it says drill tip through bottom. So the bit's gonna drill through the bottom about 2 millimeters. Okay, make sure that's checked. Under cycle, the cycle type is always gonna be drilling rapid out. This is the one that works for my machine. I haven't tried the other ones. I'm not sure if they really work for the Woodwop post processor from Autodesk. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna make a video on this, okay? But for now, I'm gonna stay with this cycle type. I click OK. I'm gonna simulate this toolpath. Right click, simulate. There you go. Let me slow down a bit so you can see it better. See? So it's drilling through the holes. Okay. Okay, that's one program. Okay, that looks good. The next program is going to be the partition or side panel. Okay, it depends on how you mirror this, so you have to be careful when you mirror this part on your machine. So you don't want to make two of the same. Okay, um, I'm gonna create a new setup, or I can. But before I create a new setup, you can right click on this drilling operation, and you can store as a template. Okay. Okay, guys, don't forget to store any operation as a template. Okay, that's gonna save you a lot of time in programming. That's what I've done for the last few months. Okay, so you can store this as template. Okay, select that, and you can just click on these three dots right here. And you can start creating the folder. Okay, you can start naming that template. Okay, you can name the template here, description, all right, and the location that's gonna save to. Okay, the new folder you're gonna be creating. So I'm gonna click cancel. All right. I'm gonna create a new setup, but I'm just gonna copy and paste this setup right here. I'm just gonna duplicate it. So I'm gonna right click. I'll go down to duplicate, or you can hit Control D on your keyboard. So I'm gonna select duplicate, and I'm gonna edit. But before I edit, so I'm gonna name this setup say size say size and partitions. Okay, that's the second setup. I'm right click, edit, and under model, I'm gonna click on the X, and I'm gonna select this model right there. And under stock, I'm not gonna add any material. Under post process, I'm gonna name this program size underscore partitions. I'm gonna type this is I'm not gonna change this. That's good. I'm gonna type next to that. I'm gonna type and 9mm compression bit. That's the one that I use to machine the big holes and to create the notch. Okay, compression bit, and I'm gonna click OK. I'm gonna click on this arrow to drop it down. I'll select the drilling operation. Right click, edit, and that's it. It automatically selected the holes on right here on this side panel. See that? That's beautiful. Okay, I didn't have to do anything here. I don't have to make any changes there. Okay, so I'm gonna click OK, and there's my drilling operation. Okay. Next, I'm gonna create from template. Okay, so right click on the sizing partition setup. Create from template. Okay, or you can just if you don't have a template created for that 9mm compression bit, we can just you can just go up here. We're gonna use a 2D pocket, which is this guy right there, 2D pocket, and I'm gonna select the tool. I'm gonna go to the Wiki CNC wood, and I'm gonna look for that 9mm. This guy right here from Amana, tool number 46011. I'm gonna select this guy right here. It's compression bit. Okay, and I got all the fees and speeds set up. Okay, 10 meters per minute, 60,000 RPM. Under geometry, I'm gonna select I'm gonna zoom in, rotate the model, just a bit, select the bottom face, this bottom face, and under heights, I'm not gonna make any changes here. Under passes, I have a maximum step over 7mm, maximum multiple depths of 6mm. Okay, this is all set up for me. Okay, guys. I have an expression here where it says maximum step over. I'm gonna go down to I'm gonna right click so you can see a right click edit expression, and this is the expression that I'm using. I have a tool diameter minus 2mm. Okay, and you can right click and save as user default. Okay, and I have an expression here as well for maximum roughing step down. So I'm gonna go to edit expression. I have a tool diameter minus 3mm. Okay, this is mine right here. Yours can be whatever you guys like. Okay, click OK, and you save as user default. Okay. I've used even step downs check. On the linking tab, I have a zigzag, ramp type, ramping angle 2 degrees. I have keep tool down checked. Maximum step down distance is 3,000. It's 3,000 millimeters. Okay. And if you want, you can check both ways, but I don't think it's gonna make a difference. these pockets are not that big, so I'll just leave it unchecked. If you have a big pocket or a big like a big groove, you can check both ways, so you save some machining time. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this unchecked. I'm gonna click OK. Okay, so it's gonna start here. It's gonna do zigzag and then a step down, then zigzag, step down. All right, so that's the 2D pocket for these holes right here. The last one is going to be a 2D contour. And remember, you can save this 2D pocket as a template. So right click, store as template, okay? Um, Next one is going to be a 2D contour for this notch, okay? So I'm going to go up here, 2D contour. I'm going to use the same 9mm compression bit, okay, right here. So select the same guy. And under geometry, I'm gonna select, it's asking me for a contour selection. So I'm gonna rotate the model. I'm gonna hold down Alt key on my keyboard. Just hold it down. I'm gonna select this guy right here and this guy right there, okay? And under heights, I'm cutting through the material. So I'm gonna type minus 2 millimeters. So minus a negative value is gonna be cutting through. A positive value is gonna be it's gonna leave material. Okay. The next tab is gonna be passes, and I'm gonna check where it says multiple depths, and this is what I have right here: maximum of roughing step down, and this is a user default. Okay. Where it says rough final, I'm gonna check that. Order by element, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check use even step downs. Okay, I'm not leaving any stock, so I'm gonna check that. What else? I'm gonna change the sideways compensation to left. This is what I use. I mean, you can use right. In wood, it doesn't really matter. It won't make a difference. In metal, it will. So in metal, it has to be left all the time. But this is wood. You can leave it to right compensation. Okay, but I use left, so that's fine. Okay, guys. I think that's it here under passes. Under linking tab, I have an expression here. Okay, so I'm gonna right click, add expression. So actually I don't in this one, but I do have an expression in my template library. But you can create an expression if you want to say you want to have a lead in lead out 3 millimeters. You can just type you can type tool, tool diameter -3. I think this is what it is, 3 millimeters. And I'm gonna click OK. Okay, it's gonna have 6 millimeters. Sorry about that. So you want 3, so I'm gonna it's gonna be -6 millimeters. Actually minus it's gonna be minus 6 millimeters. Sorry about that, guys. So I'm gonna type -6. Click OK. Now it's gonna have a 3 millimeter leading distance. Okay. The lead out is gonna be the same. If I change from 9 millimeter mil to a 12 millimeter mil, um, it's always gonna say 3. Okay. So it's gonna minus the tool diameter. It's gonna minus 6 millimeters. Okay. You can save this as user default if you want. Okay. Right click, save as user default. Okay. Uh, and what else do I have to do here? I think that's it. So I'm gonna click OK. Okay. And I'm gonna right click, simulate this toolpath. And you see how it's retracting? I don't like that. You're gonna have a lot of routing macros in Woodwop. I want to keep this tool down, so I'm going to go back to that 2D contour, right click, edit, and under passes, see where it says both ways, check that. And under linking tab, check where it says keep tool down, and let's click OK. Okay. Now it's going to go back and forth, back and forth. The tool's going to stay down. Okay. I'm going to right click, simulate. Oops, sorry. Right click, simulate. I'm going to play it. Slow down a bit. See that? It's going back and forth. It's going to drop down. It's going to drop down. So the machine is not going to be retracting. Okay. You're going to have one routing macro in Woodwop. Okay. Let me close this simulation. Okay. That's that second program. So I'm going to simulate the whole thing. So I'm going to right click, simulate. It's going to do the 5mm holes. See that? And then it's gonna do the 2D pocket on these holes here, and then the 2D contour on this notch. Okay. So that's the second program, and the third program is gonna be one of these guys right here. I'm gonna select this bottom support panel. So I'm gonna duplicate the setup. So I'm gonna right click, duplicate, and I'm gonna name this setup say bottom support. Hit enter. Right click, edit, and under model, click on the X, select this model, and under stock, I'm not adding any material on the post process. I'm going to name this program bottom underscore support. And I'm gonna just I'm just gonna type 9mm compression bit. Okay. And what else? I'm gonna click OK. That's that setup. I'm gonna click on the arrow, drop it down. I'm gonna delete this drilling operation. Okay. And a 2D contour. Okay, so I'm gonna select this guy, hold down Control, select the 2D contour. Okay. Again, select this guy, drilling operation, hold down Control on your keyboard, and select the 2D contour. Okay. 2D contour, right click, and delete. Okay, I only need a 2D pocket. Select the 2D pocket, right click, edit, and under geometry, okay, I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna click on the X to clear that selection out, and I'm gonna select this face, zoom out, rotate the model, this face and this face, zoom out, and I'm gonna click OK. That's it. All right. That's the third program. Okay. I'm gonna right click, simulate that toolpath. That's it. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna create the last setup, which is gonna be this top support panel. So I'm gonna right click, duplicate, setup, or can select the bottom support, Control D on your keyboard, and there it is. Okay, it's been duplicated. I'm gonna name this setup top support. Hit enter. I'm gonna right click and edit this setup, and under model, click on the X, select this model. I'm gonna skip stock. I'm gonna go to post process tab, and I'm gonna name this top. I'm gonna type top. It's gonna be top support program, and it's gonna be the same comment. Okay. I'm gonna click OK. Click on the arrow, drop it down. Select that 2D pocket, right click, edit, and under geometry, I'm gonna click on the X, and I'm gonna select this face, zoom out, rotate the model, this guy, and this guy and this guy right there. Click OK. Okay, so I'm gonna right click, simulate. There you have it. So I program just 4 parts, okay? The machine. So this program is just this one program is gonna be it's gonna create 4 parts depending how you mirror the program on the machine. So you have to be careful with that. Okay, these guys right here, I don't have to mirror this guy, so it's gonna be one program for 3 parts for this guy, and one program for 3 parts for this top support panel, and it's just gonna be one program for that top panel. Okay, so I'm gonna start posting these programs. Okay, the first one is gonna be top one. So I'm gonna right click. I'm gonna go to post process. Okay, and I have that folder right there, so I'm gonna post it. And then I'm gonna sorry guys, I think I had somebody knocking on my door. Okay, so let me finish this right now. So I'm right click, post process, size and partition program, and I'm gonna post this guy. That's the second program. The third one is bottom support. Right click, post process, click on post. The last one is top support. Right click, post process, and I'm gonna post this. Okay, I'm gonna go to Woodwop 5.0. That's the one I have. You're gonna have a different version of the new versions. That's good for you guys. I wish I had the new versions of Woodwop. Okay, so I'm gonna go to File, Open, go to that folder, test programs, and I'm gonna start with top one. That's the first one. I'm gonna open it up in Woodwop. Okay, that's the first program. All right, guys. Second program. So File, Open. It's gonna be Size and Partitions program. Okay, see that? So right now this is the right this could be a right side panel or a right middle partition. Okay, you want this to be a left, just mirror it. When you upload the program on the machine, so just mirror in the y-axis like that. Now you're gonna have a left. So you're gonna be I was doing two right panels and 2 left panels. Okay, so I ran this program twice on the machine, and oops, sorry, I'm gonna mirror it. Yeah, that's the right panel. So I ran this program twice. Okay, for the right side panel and the right middle partition. Okay, so you have to be careful how you mirror these parts on your machine. Okay. Um, Also, I had the vacuum pods here in the middle. Okay, right here. I have the vacuum pods, the big ones, which are 145 millimeters by 145 millimeters in length and width, and 36 millimeters in height. So I had them right here in the middle. Okay. Um, this is the second program, size and partitions. The other program is gonna be bottom support. I'm not gonna save it. Okay, see that? It's gonna have 4 holes. See that? 4 routing macros. And let me go back to that size and the size partition program. I want to show you that 2D contour. Remember I told you it was going to be 1 routing macro because I was keeping that tool down in Fusion 360. When I checked that when I checked uh, both ways in passes and keep tool down in linking tab, so it's this guy right here. See that? It's just 1 routing macro. Okay. Okay. So we have 3 routing macros. Okay. That's the 2D pocket. That's the second 2D pocket and the 2D contour. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna open the last program, which is the top support. All right. And this guy's gonna have 5 holes. Okay. So it's gonna have 5 routing macros. Okay, see that? Okay, guys. So this is how I programmed these the parts for this cabinet. I only needed 4 programs. All right. For pattern rail. Okay. For nesting base programming. I think it's gonna be 3 sheets. Okay. So I'm gonna make a video on that. Okay, guys. So stay tuned for that video. Okay, guys. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys learned from this video and enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Okay, guys. So thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.